Welcome to Sandbox FOMO5 from Bureau Happold. Each week we pick short snippets from our most recent episode for your listening pleasure. These quick listens could be valuable insights, thought-provoking elements, or even practical advice that will no doubt enrich your life and knowledge. Sandbox brings together curious individuals interested in a specific topic to discuss, dissect, and interrogate it. The style is conversational, with experts from Bureau Happold and invited external guests who will add another angle to the narrative. Listeners are encouraged to gather around our podcast so that we can explore the latest advances in various fields and expand our collective horizons. Sometimes we'll tackle a subject head-on, sometimes a sideways view, but always with curiosity, expertise, and who knows, maybe even a dash of humour.
As well as the quality, water really needs to fall into the right place as well, where it's being collected and where you can actually keep it and use it for our cities and for the environment as well.
The southeast of England may be 60% dry, and now quite a lot of that rain is already just evaporating into the air. So they're going to have to pipe water from Wales probably across down to the southeast. And if people could only use water where it was and have a bit of retention, they'll never fix the problem entirely, but it would definitely help not ship water hundreds of miles across the country, which just seems a little bit crazy to me as the kind of default action.
I was looking at a Bureau Happold project called Mayfield Park, and there it seems like the people who created that are directly addressing issues of water infiltration, sustainable water attenuation and drainage. Could you talk a little bit about that sort of project, and could that be more of a futuristic thing for projects in general?
Well, Mayfield as a project based in the centre of Manchester, rather than leaving the centre to urbanise even more, it's opening that space up, providing a parkland, a place for people to enjoy, but also an area where when we do get significant rainfall over Manchester, there's a space there for that water to spread out to flood the landscape. That helps to limit the impact on the downstream people. So it itself, as a park, it provides that wonderful societal role in dry weather conditions, but it also provides a benefit during those flood conditions. And that is one of my key interests, is trying to deliver those sort of dual use spaces that provide real value to communities, both in the dry condition, but also in the wet condition as well. And because you're attracting people, you want that space to be as inviting as possible, open up green spaces, grass, lawns, places for people to sit, picnic, etc. It needs to be a nice environment, and people don't want to be sat next to the water if that water quality is poor. So it's about making sure that you're putting in the right measures to make sure that that water environment is as nice and enjoyable and as available to people to use as possible.
Thank you very much. And talk about new and exciting, although my brother's a Tottenham Hotspur fan, so he'll be appalled that I'm bringing this up willingly. But Arsenal's stadium, I believe, Duncan, you know quite a bit about this.
The benefit of a stadium is you have this very large roof. So with our reasonably regular rainfall here in the UK, there's an opportunity there to capture water. Even very small amounts of rainfall, when magnified over such a large roof area, can produce a significant volume. That water can be collected, stored down within a stadium. There is lots of space underneath the stands. You can put in place the storage required to capture this water, and then that water can be filtered, treated, so it's available for reuse. And one of the big water demands in a stadium, although it's quite intermittent, of course, is the flushing of toilets, usually pre-game, half-time, and at the end, a big rush to the gents or the ladies.
Or the nervous wait before a penalty shootout.
Yes, indeed. There's an opportunity there to reduce the demand you have on the water network in those pulses by providing some of that water from the rainwater that you've collected. That's a really good example of saying, here we have a demand where we can use recycled water. Here we have an opportunity to collect that water. It's simply the water butt system, but scaled up and implemented for a modern day challenge.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that quick dip into our last episode of Sandbox. Don't forget to subscribe to follow the show. You'll find Sandbox in all the usual places, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Bureau Happold's YouTube channel, and on the Bureau Happold website. What's more, if you want to join the conversation on X, known as Twitter to his old friends, use the hashtag BHSandbox. We'd love to hear from you on any of the topics discussed.